that truly unites us. I know of no Democrat, no Republican, no conservative, no liberal, no American, Egyptian, Tunisian, or Libyan who does not value liberty. In my heart, I believe that's exactly this yearning for liberty which unites us all. And while we may occasionally take that liberty for granted here, because we've had it so good for so long, I can assure you that there are still places on this earth where people are willing to die for that liberty. And if it's worth dying for, it ought certainly be worth uniting behind. Thank you.
Thank you, Basil. I think a glass of wine, Silver Oak, Cab, something like that. I don't know. What's the most expensive wine these days? I don't even know. Anybody know? $2 Chuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, our program is going to continue with some community awards. Can we have Tim Riley, Steve Shaw, and Jivan please come up on stage to do that? And I'm going to go off script for just a second. I've had the privilege of hosting dozens, if not hundreds, of events like this, and it takes a tall order to get a congressman, an assemblyman, sorry about that, an assembly member, and all the mayors and Scott Haggerty here and so forth. Could we have all our elected officials who are in the audience tonight, either current or retired, please stand and be recognized? A little love. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm sure the community thanks you, and we really appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. When the schedule ever falls behind, it's the awards committee that catches up. So we're going to move through this fairly quickly if we can. And I thought we would kick off the award ceremony section with a comment that I made last year. And that there are plenty of leaders here tonight, both active in business and in the community. And we typically award only a few each year. However, given that there are simply so many in our community that have been leaders and remain active, we thought we would recognize a greater number this year. So you're going to see a little longer list this year, simply because they deserve it than we have recognized in the past. All the awards are equal, but in different categories. All of them are winners, and frankly, all of us here are really winners just for attending the Unity Dinner and its concept that Jivan tries to bring post 9/11. And so each of us will be presenting a couple, and I'd like to call up the first four. Again, they're not in necessarily order of importance because they all are important. And the first four that I'd like to call up are Assemblymember Bob Wajkowski. Okay, Bobby, way to go. Hindu American Foundation, that's Mira Magandhi, and one of his supporters, you might say, is Chandra Brahmpa. Sorry. Nina Moore, and Anil Yadav as the first four. I'd like to kick it off with our own local hero first, Bobby. Bobby Wajkowski, he was one of 7 kids, and he lived overseas, grew up overseas somewhat, lived that lifestyle of different cultures, and he understands unity, and he tries to bring it, and does bring it effectively, both to the council, and now is our local hero, our assembly member. And we're limiting each person's comments to 60 seconds. And I know that's really hard for Bob to do, but he committed to us. So Bob, as the first recipient tonight, unity through politics.
Thank you, Tim, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor Wasserman, Mayor Green, Mayor Smith, San Jose representatives, Ash, Rokana from the U.S. Department of Commerce, thank you for coming here. Congressmember Stark's office, members of the business community, members of education, members of the Medical Association, members, all the elected members, thank you very much. We were here 10 years ago after 9/11 when Jivan got us together and said, we need unity. Tonight, I don't want to get too serious, but there are 10,000 people who are dead in Japan. They've had a horrible tsunami and a horrible earthquake there. People continue to work in that country, and unfortunately, many times tragedy is what brings us together. I'm honored by the recognition today. I'm honored to spend the evening with each and every one of you. Thank you.
The plaques will be presented by two members of the IACF. One, the president, Naresh Sharma, and Dr. Garg. Yeah, he was so quick. I got off stage for a moment and he was done. Wow. To keep things moving along, and our theme of catching up is Nina Moore. Most of us may already know Nina Moore as being very active with and a board member, the president of the school board. And not just a member and president of the school board, but during a very turbulent time in the city of Fremont when there was boundary changes and a lot of discussions and disputes and arguments. And she helped truly bring some unity to the common cause of bringing the families and the students all together for the common cause of education and what's best for our community. Subsequently, she joined the Chamber of Commerce and she's been a star there also. Nina Moore?
Thank you. I didn't know I was going to have to say anything, but I'm very honored to receive this award tonight. And I guess what I'd like to say is I think we're really blessed to live in Fremont. I always say I grew up in white bread America in a little town in northern New Jersey, and everybody looked just like me except that I was Jewish and nobody else was. But I think that our children are blessed to grow up in this community, and I think it's a wonderful environment where we all look at each other and work with each other and get to enjoy the diversity in our community. And it's been my privilege to really experience what we have here in Fremont. Thank you very much. And I always think this is a very educational event as well, because now I learned that if I get a speeding ticket, I can mention Scott Haggerty. So thank you.
The next award recipient, the Hindu American Foundation, Unity Through Religion Diversity. Well, in 7 years, he has really kind of skyrocketed in what his mission and goal is. And I think on some of the tables, or all of the tables, there has been his brochure, which pretty much describes what he has done as far as unity through promoting tolerance and pluralism, and understanding the needs of all, and when it comes to religion.
I'd like to ask my fellow teammates to come on up. Let's, 60 seconds. Our team members, Dr. Vineet Sharma, Dr. Anurag Mishra, Atri Macherla, Isan Katir, Kaushik Macherla, then Vijay Reddy, who's also a wife, and Dr. Hema Patel at the end. We're the Hindu American Foundation. We're not going to take more than 15 seconds, but we're an advocacy group, and we work with many people in the interfaith community at the national level, local and regional level, to promote a better understanding of who we are and what issues we have that need to be dealt with in public policy. And we thank the elected officials and other representatives who are here, and we thank IACF and Jeevan Agency for recognizing us, and for Chandu Pamra for nominating us as well. Thank you.
The next person is Anil Yadav, that I've known as a banker for a number of years. And he may not be the highest profile guy in the community itself, but he has accomplished a significant amount as having 250 Jack in the Box franchises in the nation. 6,000 employees. And that by itself, when you just hear the number, I think, you know, that's a guy who understands unity, because he hires employees based on what? Something above and beyond just who you are and what your ethnic background is. Someone who understands unity. Neil?
Thank you again. You know, the best thing for going last is that everyone says everything and you just agree with them. So I agree everything Bob said. I want to thank every individual that Bob mentioned, so that makes it easy for me. Anyway, I just want to thank again Jim and Josie for really putting a great event together. And unity is really one of the things that's near and dear to our heart as well. You know, we work in our team, in our organization, and our team is winning together. And we really encourage and we really have a diverse group that has helped me to really be where I'm at. But I can't thank enough, you know, that my success and the hard work that I put in, I could not have accomplished anything without support of my wife, who's my better half. Please stand. I want to thank her. She lets me do what I need to do because it takes a lot of effort and time to do this.
For all of those that admit to watching wrestling, ever seen those tag team wrestling tournaments? Well, that's what we have tonight, tag team. My co-chair on the awards committee has always been Steve Joe, and I'm tagging it to him for the next 4.
Thank you, Tim, and good evening, everyone. It's been a pleasure to help serve on this committee again this year. When Javon makes a call and says, would you willing to help? Well, of course, it's hard to say no to Javon. He's a person that has been out there for the community, and I want to just help him any way I can. I would like to invite Mr. Kishav Ayari and Dr. Raj Sawan to come up to help present the awards tonight. So would those 2 individuals come up? And the 4 individuals that I'm going to be introducing, I would like them to come up as well. Lena Z, Reverend Jeff Spencer, Ash Calra from San Jose City Council. And I understand that the Robert Reed Foundation, the representative for that foundation cannot come tonight, but we do want to make a special recognition of who they are as well. So when I get the other individuals, Lena, you want to come first? Okay, again, I'm going to restate the ground rules. You got 1 minute to say what you want, okay, so in order to keep this thing on time. Lena has been a board member of the Fremont Symphony Orchestra. She's a board member of the Citizens of the Better Community, and she's also the past president of the Fremont Rotary. And her key project there was called SPAN, Stop Pediatrics AIDS Now. And that was an international project that she put underway, and today this project is still active in the country of China. She, on her spare time, she always is willing to help. She's been often asked to do translations for a number of people. And she, how many languages you speak? I think there are 5 languages that she's fluent in. So she's well sought after for helping the community. Lena Z.
Distinguished and honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, of course I'd be very happy, excited, and also very much humbled to be standing here receiving this very impressively sounding community Catalyst Award. Well, my own understanding of the word catalyst is that it is a moving agent. Yes, I am. I'm a moving agent. So here I am, Lena Z, a real estate lady. I'm an agent by moving from community to community, by moving a lot of food to my mouth, and by moving a lot around on the dance floor on many of these events, I wind up with an award. Think about that. You really ought to try that too. But really seriously, being gregarious in nature, you know, I've had fun getting involved with a lot of different community activities, both locally and globally. And what I got out of such involvement really far exceeds what little I put in. Therefore, I feel rather embarrassed to be so honored tonight. So thank you very much, all of you, and especially IACF, and of course, Jivan Zurchi. Thank you all.
Thank you, Lena. And just to remind all of the awardees tonight, there will be a group photograph at the end of all the presentations, so don't leave yet. The next recipient is Reverend Jeff Spencer. I first met Reverend Spencer during the, I guess if you date this back 10 years ago, during the formation of the foundation here, where I guess all of us remember 9/11, and it was a special time, a different time, but it was Jeff and some of the interfaith organizations that came together to try to pull the community together. He's been the past president of the Interfaith Council. He's also participated in the program Hate-Free Community. And currently today is called the Fremont Alliance for Hate-Free Fremont, or community. And he's been instrumental in trying to pull this, the community together in the name of unity. So put your hands together for Jeff Spencer tonight.
A preacher keeping remarks under 1 minute. So let me just extend an invitation as well as my deep thanks for this honor. If you live in the Tri-Cities, I invite you to go to the Tri-City Interfaith Council website, tcicouncil.org, to learn more about that organization and how that organization is building unity in the Tri-Cities. If you don't live in the Tri-Cities, I invite you to go to the Tri-City Interfaith Council website anyway and click on the resource link to see how you can create an interfaith council in your community. I do believe it is through deeper and deeper understanding of each other that we will build a world of peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Our next recipient would be Council Member Ash Kalra from City of San Jose. He holds the honor of being the first Indo-American to be elected to the City of San Jose City Council, just as Anu Nagarajan is the first Indo-American in Fremont. I think when you talk to a politician, and I guess I would classify him as one, the thing that comes to mind is bringing the community together. And I think that's the thing that serving on city council and city, local government, and as well as statewide government and federal government, your theme is always to bring harmony and unity to the community. And I think Ash has done a great job in San Jose. I would like to present Ash.
Thank you very much, Steve. And I want to start off by saying that I do not have the pull of Scott Haggerty. So if you're ever in San Jose and get pulled over by the police and use my name, you're doing so at your own great risk. It's a great honor to be here, and I just really want to start by thanking the committee for even considering me among so many other great people that have been given awards tonight. And especially the award of Unity Through Politics. Unfortunately, oftentimes those two words don't go together, but I'm very happy to say that here in the Bay Area, particularly in the South Bay, in Fremont, San Jose, we do see a lot of really great leaders that are focused on uniting the community. And I'm just happy to be a small part of that. And those of you who know me know how important my heritage is, how important it is for me to be able to reflect my Indian American background, but also how important it is for me to appreciate and really help join together people of all backgrounds. And there's no better place to do it than here in the Bay Area. So thank you so much for this great honor, and I'd like to take a few more seconds because I do have a commendation here from the city of San Jose recognizing this 10th annual Unity Dinner and recognizing the Indo-American Community Foundation. So Jeevan, I'd really like for you to join me up here as I present the commendation. I won't read it, but I will tell you that it does really recognize and honor the work that you and everyone else have done over the years. And so, on behalf of the mayor, myself and my colleagues, and the almost 1 million residents of the city of San Jose, thank you for your service.
The last reward recipient that I'm going to be introducing is the Roman Reef Foundation. How many of you know about that foundation? Okay, you know that this is something that it comes from the heart of what they're trying to do. They're trying to encourage the research and development of ways to help spinal cord injury, to cure that particular, some people call it disease, some people call it injury, but nevertheless, you do not know the significance of that type of research unless you're affected. And not too many people in this country, in this world, are affected by spinal cord injury. So it's hard for you to come to realize such a significant role of what they're playing. Hopefully there will never be a day that one of us in here are going to require that type of treatment. But you're going to know that based on their persistence and perseverance, that in their effort to come up with a cure, that if you should find yourself in that type of situation and there is a cure, it's going to be the Roman Reef Foundation that helped spur that moment. So even though they're not here, I'd just like to have you recognize them and have this foundation give them the special recognition that they deserve. And it's the Roman Reef Foundation. Thank you. Finally, I would like to reintroduce Jivan Zushi back to the stage, and he will continue on with the final recipients.
Good evening, everybody, again, and thank you for having so much patience. Community Catalyst Award. We, in fact, this year, we thought of this, and somebody who was behind this this expression, this community catalyst, is our own council member, very dear Anu. Can you come join us here? Please come. Anu Natarajan, please. I would also like to call upon Mahesh Nihalani, Sujay Sarkar, Trilochana Singh, and Prema Thakak and Anthony Thakak. Mahesh Nihalani has been doing a commendable job in Cupertino, Sunnyvale areas by promoting diversity. He does an event every year, which is a very big festival. And it's a very unique, very impressive festival. And Mahesh is here. We would like to honor him for promoting unity in diversity through that activity and a lot more that he is doing. And Mahesh Nehlani, please.
Good evening, friends. It's really an honor that Jeevan thought me, worthy of this great award. I have basically done my little bit in promoting unity amongst diversity in the community, and for that I'd like to acknowledge and thank my mentors like Jeevan Zutzi and friends like Ash, Anu Natarajan, Rohit Khanna, and all who are here. And a lot of other people who've shown me and guided me along the path to promote this wonderful thing of unity and diversity. Thank you so much. This thing, I would like to take the opportunity where our City of Cupertino Mayor Gilbert Wong is here, and he wants to present a proclamation to Jeevan Zutzi for his commendable work. Gilbert.
I just want to say a few words. My name is Gilbert Wong, the mayor of Cupertino. Namaste. I just came back from India myself, and I wanted to say it's been a really huge experience as being an American-born Chinese, born and raised in Silicon Valley, to come to the East Bay, to come to Fremont, and to see this great organization, the Indo-American Community Federation, that supports unity. Growing up here in California, I grew up in East San Jose, where it was half Anglo, half Hispanic, and I was the only Asian American kid growing up. And the nearest Asian supermarket was in Oakland, Chinatown, where my great aunt lived up. And now to see the diversity here in the South Bay, with Cupertino being 63% Asian American, shows how much we have come and so much diversity that we have. And traveling to India shows me how much that we have appreciated, and for me to understand more about the Indo-American culture. I would like to give this proclamation on behalf of the City of Cupertino to the founder, and for promoting the diversity and the unity within our community, and especially to great leaders like Anu and Ash. Thank you very much.
I'm now going to introduce Trilochan Singh. He's also known as Bobby, and he's an administrator with Park Central Care and Rehab Center. My dad was in that center for almost 14 months, and I have seen firsthand what an outstanding facility and what a great administrator and excellent owners, Prema Thakur and Anthony Thakur. I would like to invite you. Could you please join us here?
Hello everyone, it's a great pleasure to be here tonight. Talking about Park Central, I won't justify myself if I keep on saying about Park Central. I think, beside this time, the person who has done a revolution, brought a revolution to this industry, to the nursing industry. Prema is the person, when I joined this corporation, she mentioned to me a couple of statements that, Bobby, I want these nursing homes to be like if I want to place my own parents, if you want to place your own parents here. I don't want to take much of your time. I rather give this opportunity to Prema and explain about operations and what a great operations she's running in all her 11 different nursing homes. Come on, Prema.
Thank you, Bobby. I would like to thank IACF for honoring us on this day. And I also like to thank all the Alameda County elected officials and Alameda County residents and all of you for giving us an opportunity to serve you. If you ever need any help from us, we are here. Thank you very much.
The next person I would like to invite is Sujoy Sarkar.